quickly, please. Mouthpiece. Fighter chief second. Mouthpiece.
All right, gentlemen, receive the instructions in the dressing room. Know what I expect. Good, clean fight. Legal punches, these are a bit high. Here for you. Legal punches, here for you. Touch gloves, touch to both of you.
Evan Holyfield, young Holy, 9-0, looking to get to 10-0. I like how Lupe Contreras said, with KO in his DNA. That was eloquent. And speaking of eloquent, he even said about Jurmain Mcdonald, he's looking to have, what is it, an electrifying performance or something like that? Is he an electrician?
Shout out to Lupe, man.
Look at that. He's a wordsmith, I must say. But we have 6 rounds or less between Evan Holyfield and Jurmain Mcdonald. Ray Flores, AC Cassiani, Roxy Diaz, Sean Wheelock here at the Kia Forum. Like the jab to start off for Evan Holyfield. I gotta say, from a physique standpoint, Evan Holyfield is absolutely shredded.
Yeah. First of all, let's go back to the jab. The most basic punch in boxing, and he's using it exactly the way he needs to, keeping this fighter on the end of the jab, and I've heard that that's what Mike Stafford has been working on. So what you want to see out of a young guy that's coming into a sport late is him utilizing the skills that are being taught to him on a daily basis. The basic jab showing that he's listening and he's willing to implement what he's learned.
Yeah, set the tone, set the tempo. I like from Evan, he brought them hands right back. You see his hands are up. He's feeling strong, move forward. Let's see what he got.
Well, in the amateurs, he had 80-plus bouts. He went to the semis of the U.S. Nationals. Started off boxing at age 11, but before he took on boxing, he was actually involved in Taekwondo. Was ranked #1 in the nation.
Yeah, so he's an athlete. He's naturally an athlete. His brother's in the NFL. He was a Taekwondo champion. So it's pretty much, as long as you train, you can fine-tune Evan to be any kind of athlete.
Tell you what, I mean, obviously, he's not his dad. We don't see that out of him right now, but I see a lot of promise. Again, a guy being patient and looking for the shots and throwing those shots. I just saw great hooks from Evan Holyfield and some great body work from Evan Holyfield, a tall, lanky fighter.
So this is the 5th undefeated fighter that Jurmain Mcdonald has been in the ring with. He's been 6 rounds just 1 time. But Mcdonald is sort of sitting back and waiting to try to find some openings. Evan Holyfield is being more the aggressor, but in a very smart fashion.
Very tactical boxing right now from Evan. You see right there being really responsible defensively, keeping his hands up, and not putting himself in bad positions. Right there, he leaned in to Mcdonald, and I don't think he wants to come down to McDonald's to his height. And I think that if anything, that would be a disadvantage for Evan. Keep using the jab like he is right now.
Measuring his distance. Evan's measuring right now.
Hey, see, don't ever tell me you don't know nothing about boxing.
I said I didn't know too much about these fighters. I know about boxing.
You know about the sport, I tell you that. Let's see if we can get a slammo or 2 along the way. There's a slammo to the top of the head of Jurmain Mcdonald. A whammo, slammo. We got garbanzo beans. We got the bonsai. And we got Triller vs. 5 coming your way from the legendary Kia Forum onto the 2nd round.
Hey, quit following him, okay? Cut him off and go to the fight. Why you following him? Why you following him? He's scared. He don't want to fight. Let's go. Come on, don't follow him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got nowhere to go. It's 4 ropes. It's 4 rings of rope. Rip the body, both sides. You throwing 1 punch. You just throwing a jab. Lazy jab. Wake up, man. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Get it, right? This is good. I need both your hands to be up. When you throw your jab, I need you to go to him with your jab. Don't go out to your left because you're circling the what? Power, right? Don't go out to your left, okay? The pulling out, you barely doing it, but I don't want to see you do that. Remember? I want to see you here. I want to see you here. I don't want to see you back. You know what I'm saying? That fire to the body is there. You saw it, didn't you? When he throw that right hand, you good, right? Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Getting ready for round number 2. This one's scheduled for 6. Sean, what did you take away from what Mike Stafford told Evan Holyfield?
I like what I heard from both corners. You heard Mike say, it's only the 1st round, Mike. But he said, you got to wake up. You got to take it to this kid. You got to work behind the jab. Love that information. Of course, we saw it right there from Evan. And then from Mcdonald's side, right there, he didn't make the adjustment that his corner said, but they said, throw the jab and go to Evan. Don't stay on the outside of that reach that Evan has.
As soon as Evan Holyfield got to the corner, right away, Mike Stafford, being the disciplinarian that he is, he goes, why are you following him around? This guy doesn't want to fight. Don't follow him around like that. That's the tough love that I love that Mike Stafford is displaying and telling Evan Holyfield.
That's who Mike has always been. Again, I've known Mike Stafford, Mr. Stafford, more than half my life, and he's always coached hard. He's always tried to pull the best out of his fighters.
Now, keep in mind, this is a 6-round fight. So you only have but a certain amount of time to measure out and then pick up the pace. It's not like you have 3 or 4 rounds.
There you go.
So you felt them out in the first round, now it's time to pick up the pace, round 2.
That's what that sense of urgency from Mike Stafford is, huh?
Yep, he's letting him know. He's thinking for his fighter.
Expert, man. They don't need me here tonight. They don't need me.
Hey, look, it's a family affair, guys. We got lineage of greatness. You know, the family affair, we're a family atmosphere on the air as well. As Evan Holyfield going right back to his jab.
Right there, just talking about the unorthodox positions that Mcdonald could pull Evan into. Right there, we saw Mcdonald actually get all the way around Evan Holyfield. It's because he has that footwork, but not just the footwork, but the ways of doing things that are very unorthodox that guys that have experience don't expect.
Evan Holyfield looking to unload that right hand. Oh, big shot! Holyfield, he got knocked down face first. Oh my goodness! What a turn of events!
He cracked his jaw.
This one's over.
It's over.
A knockout upset victory
What an
for the
upset.
Fighting Electrician with an electrifying knockout over Evan Holyfield.
He wasn't
here
trying to go
tonight.
to work. He wasn't trying to go to work on Monday. Dropped him.
What a finish by Jurmain Mcdonald. Evan Holyfield undefeated, no more. Sean Wheelock, did you agree with that stoppage from referee Raul Caiz Jr.?
I did. The reason that you saw Evan Holyfield so angry, so incensed, actually pushed referee Raul Caiz Jr. is that Caiz dropped his count at 8. He did not reach the 10 count. Evan Holyfield was up at 9. He felt he could continue, but Raul Caiz Jr., one of the best referees in the world of professional boxing, he felt that Holyfield was done on that crushing right hand.
Showtime, did you agree with the stoppage?
I like to say that the boxing world is changing. The professional boxing world is changing. It's becoming more about protection. We've seen some bad things over the years. What the ref saw right there was that Evan Holyfield was not where he needed to be, and he was not in a conscious state that he needed to be in. If I let this fight continue, he's going to get hurt, and that's why he stopped the fight.
Well, let's take a look at some of the handiwork from the Fighting Electrician, Jurmain Mcdonald.
Right there. It was a beautiful overhand right over a lazy jab. When Mike Stafford is saying you got to wake up, so look at this jab. It's just lazy, a lazy touch you jab, and those don't work in the professional ranks. Right there, Mcdonald with perfect timing and an unbelievable overhand right.
Showtime, what's the motto? Hands down, man down.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what it is, man.
Look.
It's a lazy left jab. Look at that.
And the hand comes back low, right over the top. Exactly where it needed to be. You hate to see it. You didn't want to see it. But kudos to Mcdonald for landing that punch and having the wherewithal right there to throw that punch.
What a look, a shot that totally put Evan Holyfield face first.
That's the Nate Robinson, man.
I was
And
not.
here the little bit of a push by Evan Holyfield. Now, Sean Wheelock, could there be, I mean, I'm sure that's not advisable, but could there be any ramifications to Evan Holyfield from the California State Athletic Commission?
Yeah, Andy Foster runs one of the best commissions in the United States here in California. I don't think referee Raul Caiz Jr. is going to be that bothered. Now, in theory, there could be a suspension, there could be a purse deduction, a monetary fine. I think that will be chalked up to just frustration, heat of the moment. I certainly, Ray, would not want to see a fine or a suspension. Evan Holyfield, I had him winning round number 1, 10-9, although it was close. He was getting off with the jab. I thought he was narrowly winning round 2, but he was dusted with that right hand. And again, you can see his frustration in the upset.
Well, how about Jefferson City, Missouri? Stand up for the Fighting Electrician, Jurmain Mcdonald. who upsets Evan Holyfield here tonight. He was a massive underdog coming into the fight, but it didn't bother him all week. He was so relaxed and so focused. But to make it all official, we send it up to ring announcer. Here is Lupe Contreras.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Triller Fight Club ring, this bout comes to a sudden and dramatic end with an official time of 1 minute, 56 seconds of round number 2. Your winner, by way of KO, the Fighting Electrician, Jurmain Mcdonald.
So a second round highlight reel knockout for Jurmain Mcdonald, and talk about some power behind that right hand of the Jefferson City, Missouri electrician.
It's called timing. It's called the perfect punch at the perfect time, and that's exactly what we got from Mcdonald right there. We just got a lazy jab from Holyfield and somebody that was willing to capitalize on it, and there you have it.
And you know it's a big shot when the fact that Raul Caiz Jr. stopped the count at 8. He was so sure that Holyfield was done that he said enough because of the big and the force behind that right hand. Compliments of Jurmain Mcdonald.
You know, Evan hits the canvas, his eyes are closed. Once he comes to, the ref just knew that it was only a matter of time. Let me stop this now. Let me save this kid's life now. I feel like the referee did the right thing.
Well, listen, Jurmain Mcdonald, who now elevates his record to 7-5. I mean, talk about setting himself up for bigger financial opportunities if you're Jurmain Mcdonald, because now, look, I think he might have to take a little bit of time off from being an electrician, because he now becomes an opponent and gets another big opportunity because he earned it here tonight.
According to AC, he ain't going to work on Monday.
Okay. I guess he's not going to work. So, we're going to bring him over here and ask if he's going to be going to work on Monday. The Fighting Electrician, Jurmain Mcdonald, who upsets and defeats Evan Holyfield here tonight. Jurmain, first of all, congratulations on the win, but take us through that knockout. Talk about a big shot that shook up Evan Holyfield.
Man, all through camp, we were talking about utilizing my jab and whatnot, and then once you get to reacting to that, come with the right. And I guess watching film and whatnot, they say he would be acceptable to the right hand. And boom, there you go. I was
going to ask, was that even something that was discussed right there in the corner before the second round? The left hand is low, throw the overhand right.
Take us through it.
Okay, right, I see the right hand. All right, so my trainer, Bernard, he did his research on him, and he said that his left hand would be down or whatnot, so look for it. And, yeah, sure enough, as he threw that jab, came over the top.
Let me ask you this, McDonald. When that punch lands, did you know what happened was going to happen when it landed?
I didn't. I did not. Honestly, I was there.
Sometimes you feel it. It goes through the shoulder and all that. You didn't get that?
Well, no. When I hit him, I felt it, and then he went down. Yeah. But, yeah, I didn't realize he wasn't going to get up like that.
Well, I'm looking at your footwork. You're almost prepared to go again because you didn't know, but he face planted right away.
Right, yeah, for sure. I didn't, like I said, I didn't know that he was about to go down like that, so I was ready to come back with more combinations.
Okay, so our broadcast colleague AC was saying, look, if he defeats Evan Holyfield, he's not going to work on Monday. You're the Fighting Electrician. Are you going to work? Or listen, let's tell your boss he deserves an extra day off on his weekend. Give him a 3-day weekend, boss. Come on now. Are you going to work on Monday?
That was the plan, but I don't know, man. I think about it.
Well, come and celebrate with us, Jurmain. An impressive performance. Sean, if you have anything else, by all means. I mean, I'm going to let this man celebrate.
I got nothing. Yeah, we got to let you celebrate, man. You did something that nobody expected you to do tonight, and you just got to keep this momentum going from here, correct?
Yes, sir.
Go get it.
Sir.
I know it sounds bad, but you know what? You put on an electrifying performance here tonight. The Fighting Electrician, Jurmain Mcdonald, with a knockout win over Evan Holyfield here tonight.